Hi there, I'm Scott Voss from Patronus Marketing. Just put together a little article about some issues that have popped up regarding LinkedIn and the privacy settings. It's actually nothing new. It's something that links back to way back in June of this year. But I've had more and more people asking me specifically about what's going on and how they can change it. So I've written one article and going to be writing another one that I'm going to release tomorrow. Today's is kind of explaining what the problem is, and tomorrow is how to fix the problem. So what we're going to do is go over real quickly. First of all, I want you to go over to my Facebook fan page, and you can actually get access to the article. So it's going to be over here. I'm going to put it right here, facebook.com/Patronus Marketing. And you'll be able to find the link there. Now, you're going to have to like the page in order to get to it because it's on the wall itself, but real simple. If you actually click the like, you'll get a pretty cool little gift from me, some 3 ways to increase your business, to get more profit from it. 3 simple steps to do that, but that isn't what the purpose of this is. I want you to go over to the fan page, the business page for Patronus Marketing, so you can actually get access to this article that talks about specifically what you can do so you can have a better understanding of what's going on with your privacy settings for LinkedIn. And like I said, tomorrow I'll have a very in-depth article that walks you through step by step of what you need to do in order to get those privacy settings changed on your account. What we've got going on here is very similar to what happened back with Facebook and their privacy settings that they changed pretty much without really users knowing it. And what you're hearing right now is in my office, I've got my dog with me, so the 2 of them are playing in the background. So I apologize if you hear the snorting and the sniffing going on. But specifically, what they changed in LinkedIn is 3 things, and they all have to do with third-party companies having access to your data. The first one is data sharing of third-party applications. So if you've logged into LinkedIn and you've set up specific applications, you can kind of call them plugins, onto your account, then they default to actually having access to your information. The other is if you've ever been on LinkedIn and you've utilized a service or something and it asked, can we access your information? Then you said yes. Well, obviously, they're having access to that, and you can change that in your privacy settings. And now it defaults when you log into LinkedIn, unless you change it, to allowing them to have that access. The other thing that they have is the management of social advertising. Social advertising is great for marketing. I love it personally, especially LinkedIn. It's a little pricey compared to cost per click for, say, Facebook or Google advertising, Google AdWords. But man, you can get really, really targeted in LinkedIn. And part of the way they do that is they look at demographics and everything else. Well, one of the other things that LinkedIn has that's actually kind of cool is, as an advertiser, you can kind of tap into the social recognition, the social proof of people within the network. And so how that works really simply is, if you are on LinkedIn and you follow a certain company, if you connect with a certain person, if you do any number of actions that sort of link you with the product or product type, what can happen is they can use your name, your likeness in their advertising. Really cool from a marketing standpoint, but think about it this way. And in the article I go into a little more detail on this, but I give a pretty kind of almost tongue-in-cheek explanation of what could happen. My company, Patronus Marketing, we do a lot of things for different companies. And say I come up with a great idea one day for a joint venture somehow that I can help a urologist. Now, urologists deal with all kinds of things. They deal with impotence. They deal with bladder control issues. These are all kind of things that all of a sudden, now that I've connected with this urologist, that are getting linked to me. And so if you and I are connected on LinkedIn, now what you can see when you log in is there might be an advertisement that's on the right-hand side of your page that has my picture and my name recommending, say, an impotence treatment or an impotence clinic, or maybe it's for some sort of incontinence product. So the walk away from that is, instead of thinking of me, Scott Voss, with Patronus Marketing as the solution to get your business more clients, a better return on investment for your marketing and advertising, instead you start to think of me as the guy who's probably safe to leave with your wife, but don't let him sit on your couch. And that's not the kind of thing that I want you thinking about me. I want you to think about my business and what I can do, not all these extraneous things. And so basically what they're able to do is get you to be a non-paid endorser of their product. So you can turn that off, and there's a really simple way to do that so that you don't get linked to things that you really don't want to be linked to. And the final thing that they have with the privacy settings has to do with partner InMail. So basically what's going on is when you set up an account in LinkedIn, you outline all kinds of demographics about yourself. You're going to put in what your position title is. You're going to put in where you work, location-wise. All this other information goes into it. Well, that's great demographic data. What advertising partners can do in LinkedIn is they can access that list. Now, they don't get the actual list, so they're not getting your exact email address, and they're not basically buying a list and mailing to it. Instead, what they're doing is they're saying that I want to target everyone who is a CEO, or I want to target everyone who's the marketing manager for a company. And what they're going to do is they're going to start pummeling you with these emails through LinkedIn. They're going to feel almost spammy sometimes. And if you've been on LinkedIn for a while, and you've probably noticed since about June, you've had kind of this influx of extra emails that are coming into you. Well, it's because of this change that they've made within their privacy settings. So you can go ahead and make the change to those three things. It's really simple. It will probably take you about 5 minutes at tops to do once you log in and follow my directions that I'm going to put together in the next article. And you can block all of this or any of this that you want. Now, the article itself, not writing yet, so I'll be writing later on today, and I'll be publishing it tomorrow. Again, the easiest way to find that, I'm going to post it up. Once I post it, I'm going to put notification on the business page for Patronus Marketing on Facebook. So again, if you go to facebook.com/Patronus Marketing, you'll be able to, well, first you'll have to like us there, and then you'll be able to get in and take a look at the posts when they come in. And tomorrow I'll be putting that up there. The other thing is LinkedIn is great. It's the best way. There's over 100 million people that are on LinkedIn. These are all professionals. It's a great way to connect, to do better networking for your business. And if you like to connect with me on LinkedIn, I would love to connect with you too. So go ahead, and the easiest way to find me on LinkedIn, instead of doing a search and finding another Scott Voss or trying to do something along those lines, is I've created a link that'll forward you right to my page there, and it's patronusmarketing.com/LinkedIn. Very simple. Our company website /LinkedIn. It's going to take you to my personal profile there, and you can connect with me. I'd love to do that. Stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and post the information on how you can fix this problem in LinkedIn. And I really hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment down below, or something along those lines. Email me, connect with me on LinkedIn. Let me know if this was valuable to you, because that's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to provide maybe a little bit of entertainment, but definitely a lot of good information that you can use to help your business out. Again, I'm Scott Voss with Patronus Marketing, and I've really enjoyed spending this time speaking with you.